Hello and welcome to today's grammar deep dive. One foundational concept you must master for the OET writing subtest is subject-verb agreement. In today's video, we will unravel its intricacies with a special focus on contexts you might encounter in OET. Let's dive in. Subject-verb agreement for OET writing. First one, the basics. At its core, subject-verb agreement is about ensuring your subjects and verbs match in number. If you have a singular subject, you use a singular verb. For plural subjects, use plural verbs. The important thing to remember here is that, unlike for nouns where we add an s to make plural noun, verbs with s are actually singular and verbs without s are considered plural. For example, the patient hopes for good news. Patient is a singular noun with no s and hopes is a singular verb with an s. Patients hope for clear results. Patience is plural noun and hope is plural verb. Second one, those tricky pronouns. Some pronouns can throw you off because they seem plural but are actually singular. Words like everyone, nobody, anyone and somebody are singular. That is, everybody wants to get their test results as soon as possible. This means that even though everybody feels like it's referring to a lot of people, grammatically it's singular. Third one, when two become one. When you have got two subjects joined by and, you are typically looking at a plural verb. Example, diet and exercise are essential for good health. But there is a twist. If the two subjects together represent one single entity or idea, then you use a singular verb. Like, peanut butter and jelly is a classic combo because it represents one thing, a type of sandwich. Fourth one, the or and nor dilemma. This is a tricky one. When subjects are connected by or nor, your verb should match the subject that's closer to the verb. Example, neither the surgeon nor the nurses are responsible. But if you flip it, neither the nurses nor the surgeon is responsible. Fifth one, group words. Collective nouns like team, staff or group can be a bit tricky. These words can be either singular or plural based on whether the group acts as one unit or as individual members. Example, the surgical team is prepared. The team is acting as one unit. But the surgical team are having their lunches at different times. The team members are referred individually. Sixth one, numbers game. When you are talking about measurements or specific amounts, especially in medical context, the focus is on the quantity as a whole, therefore it's typically singular. Example, 500 ml of the solution is needed for the procedure. Seventh one, descriptive bits. Sometimes subjects have extra descriptive information, but remember, the verb should match the main subject, not the description. Example, the box of medical tools is on the table, not are. Even though tools is plural, the subject box is singular. Eighth one, every single time. Words like each and every are always followed by singular nouns and thus they always take singular verbs. They emphasize individual members of a group. Example, every nurse has a different shift. Even if there are many nurses, every focus on them one by one. That wraps up our deep dive into subject-verb agreement. Remember, in a high-stakes test like the OET, these small grammatical nuances can make a big difference in how clearly you convey information. It might seem tricky at first, but with consistent practice and attention, it will soon become second nature. Until our next lesson, happy learning.